and then go push. And like you can afford to get Naga a little bit of farm, but I think it's more important that you get core farm on your heroes that have the ability to push. So Lai Gaming have one more pick. It's most likely going to be a core here with Tidehunter in the off lane. Lycan, I forget who I have to admit, Lai Gaming is probably the team in this tournament right now in the Eastern scene that I probably know the littlest or the least about. So I'm not quite sure who's going to be playing what.
They are kind of unremarkable, and I don't mean that to flame. It's just like, we've watched them, and there's going to be Storm, so that's going to be mid. I was actually holding out hope that we would see something a little bit more aggressive. I would have loved to have seen something like, going aggressive with the Lion. Jakiro. Lion is a little greedy in that regard, though. Very squishy and can be punished, so never mind. But I just to echo your point again, Lai just hasn't made much of an impression. I mean, XT, I can look at these names, and Super is a name that doesn't need an introduction if you know anything about Dota in the East over the last year or two. XTT we've seen do well. XDD we've seen him do well. I mean, we've seen these players play well, but the record is, let's be honest, not just mediocre, it's below average. And they just, when they win, it's just usually on skill difference, I think. I think that's why, like, skill difference as a whole, like, they've just run over teams because they're just playing better that day. I just can't recall a series where they came back super hard or had a very big impact like we can with a lot of the other teams. And correct me if I'm wrong, though. Didn't Gaming run something kind of similar to this with the Tide, like, and Jakiro the last time we saw them play? Like, I can't get that out of my head. I think they did.
Who did? Sorry? Which team?
Lai Gaming.
Honestly, it's hard to answer that question just because I've seen so many teams do this. Like the last series we just had, they were drafting Tide Jakiro and there was another hero that the Ember. Yeah, that was it. So it's hard to actually answer that, but probably I'll just say yes, probably.
Yeah, probably. Alrighty, we're gonna move on in. This is game one of our last best of three, not just of the night, but of the entire Eastern Division. Our playoffs are gonna be starting very soon, so keep an eye out for that. It's not tomorrow, I don't think, is it? I'm pretty sure they don't start tomorrow. I think it's the day after.
Which day? What, the bubble playoffs?
Bubble race. Is it?
I thought it was tomorrow. I will double check on that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, you did. Like, for some reason, I felt like there was something else we had going on tomorrow. I just couldn't remember. Maybe I'm getting confused. Maybe I'm thinking of Western matches, because I think, yeah, that sounds accurate, actually. If we start the bubble race tomorrow, then because of the unfortunate not roster situations, but withdrawal situations with a couple of teams, we had to push our Western schedule back a little bit, and I think that's what I had in mind. And
yeah, it starts tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yep, that sounds right. And we have no Western matches, right?
Correct.
Okay, I had it backwards. For some reason, I had it in my head that we did West tomorrow and no East. So there you go, guys. This is what two casters casting a tournament that should know better do in their free hours. We try to puzzle through our schedule, which is very, very clear-cut. We're just idiots or bad memories, one of the two. The lanes look to set up about how we would have no, actually, that's wrong. They're going to have the Storm Spirit farming in the safe lane and the Lycan in mid.
And they're also going to have Ember Spirit farming in the safe lane as well. I didn't see that, but in July, taking a Hex right off the start.
He took that as a frog.
He took the bounty. Oh, yeah.
No, like, for real. Does that work? Like, he was hexed and unable to control his hero, but, like, was he, like, clicking on the rune and it worked?
Yeah, probably.
That's interesting. And I had no idea that worked that way, because, like, the little frog hopped onto the rune and then he just took it.
I think Super definitely should have waited on his skill and had Dual Breath. They actually maybe net a kill there if he has Dual Breath. Or at the very least, get him to pop his Firefly. I think Dual Breath is absolutely what you get at level 1. They're actually roaming around on him now again. They'll probably make him pop Firefly, I would imagine, but this level 1 Liquid Fire is not very threatening. Like, Dual Breath is just way better.
I agree. That's the build I usually go is first point Liquid Fire, second point and third point, or excuse me, first point Dual Breath, second and third point Liquid Fire, then Ice Path, and then max Liquid Fire and Ice Path with Liquid Fire getting priority. I usually don't even take Macro Pyre until a few levels past 6 either. It's too mana intensive.
Yeah, I thought that as well, and then I've watched a lot of the good Jakiro players that are much better than me at that hero, and it seems to be a running trend now to get the Macro Pyre actually level 6, just so you have the ability to use it. Oh, unfortunate creeps get past the supports of Lai Gaming. Tons of pings, ping, 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 and they actually did find the ward, so we didn't really get to talk about it, but yeah, the Elder Titan support here for LGD, I do like this because it gives them a new kind of tool and utility to deal with this very heavy push in the mid game from Lai, so I do like that.
Hey, Elder Titan's just excellent against any team that's based on survivability. And when you're talking about a Lycan Tide, those are two tanky heroes that, oh, wow. In July, playing very aggressive here with his Firefly. Eats a bit of damage. And, yeah, Lion, if Lion were level 2, he's dead. Like, that's a shame. He just pinged 2. If he had pinged 2 a second earlier, he Earth spikes that Bad Rider, and that's first blood, guaranteed.
Well, at the very least, they're doing a lot of, like, harassment to him. Like, he's very scared. Oh, no, if he actually has to go back to heal, that's really bad, because this experience. Experience is obviously the most important thing in the offlane, even on a hero like Bat where you need an early blink. And he is going to get level 3 and a fourth or so. But look, they're constantly pulling still, so I think that the safe lane's actually going quite well. I think I should say they're playing it well. I still would have really liked to see Super get the dual breath first. I think that it would have been a much better lane than it was.
I feel like they need to... we can see, yeah, there's the Bat being caught with the Earth Spike. He has Hex and doesn't use it. Once again, like, if he had Hexed immediately after Earth Spike, I think they kill him there. I really do.
He's living life on the edge, too. Oh, he's so close to dying.
Oh.
Really wants that Centaur, and it's going to go to Super.
Yep, first
Stun
blood.
hits! Well played by 5400. Very greedy by Injuly, and he pays for it.
Yeah, I have no idea. He was there. That was twice. I mean, Injuly kind of made up for it. Again, the Bat was kind of flying around right here and just going. He was looking like he wanted to go to the edge, but then he came back. I think if he hexes and then immediately Earth Spikes, Jakiro's able to dual breath. He should have been in range by then and gets the kill, but... is it just me, or does it feel like Lai should be roaming on to Sylar? Sylar's farm 17, 18 and 18, basically a wash here in mid. But this Bat, they've shut down fairly efficiently now. I mean, they got the kill, they zoned him out, they did a lot of damage, and so on. This Naga being left unchecked, this is always a problem. And we're coming up on 4 minutes, and maybe a 4-minute rune if 5400 gets a good one or something.
Sure, yeah, if he gets an invis, I think they could possibly kill him. He's got good stats, though, early on. Like, look, he's sitting at 750 HP. That's a lot. And he actually picks up a haste rune, so there's definitely no chance of really killing him now.
Yep.
I don't think it's that pressing that they kill the Naga. This is what I was saying. Like, yeah, it's very bad to have a Naga that's farming well. But, like I said, I think it's more important that they get the core items on the Lycan and the core items on, you know, wherever they need to, and then you start pushing. This is a pushing lineup, like a pseudo-pushing lineup, and I think that that's where their focus needs to be.
They tried to take a shot at her. They at least forced her to use the haste rune as 5400 came out and Earth Spiked. He's not going back to lane yet. And justifiably, the Bad has left top lane, so he would just be sapping experience at this point. And maybe sapping a little out of mid, but pressuring this Naga. I mean, as you said, it's not a first priority, but just the way the lane is gone, I don't know that they need to just be staying static. They should be getting a bit more active. We haven't talked a whole lot about the Tidehunter out in the off lane. On the other side, he's level 2.5, and the Bat has gone into the jungle, so of course he's skyrocketed up to 5.5 now. But Tide is stacking some Ancients for himself, so should be able to catch up a little bit. In July, yeah, we know him. How about the Skywrath? Yeah, level 3.5 there, so not bad either.
They must have been stacking really well from the supports of LGD. If he went from like level 2 to 5 instantly, he must have had a lot of stack. So a lot of credit to Faith and to MMY in mid, who has just placed a ward. I hear like an ulti onto Sylar.
Yep.
Here's that pressure you're talking about.
And the Gush to follow. That is such a good kill for them. And wow, XDD, look at the damage he has. He's just going to chase him MY and kill him. Oh, he got fogged a little bit. That might be enough. This is going to be expiring soon. Yeah. He might have hung around for one more auto attack and maybe gotten the kill if he hadn't gotten fogged when he was getting do-si-doed around the tree line. But nonetheless, that's 2-0 for Lai, one of which is a Naga Siren kill. Well done.
Nice pressure. Yep, they answered your call. As top lane in July, kind of screwed with the supports again. If he gets these creeps, it's pretty big. He got one of them. Okay.
Yep. He got the big one. That was 100 gold he picked up there, so not bad.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And at some point, you have to think they're going to be pressuring this tower a bit more. Given they've had a Jakiro and Super has not left lane. He's actually, wow, 2 points in each. He's got 2 points in the Dual Breath, 2 in the Liquid Fire. And you'd think they would have whittled this down a little bit more. Now Faith is going to be able to come up here. This is great for them. Faith and MMY catching up if they don't get dove. And that's a tall order as there's going to be an Earth Spike to follow it. MMY trying to get a return kill, silenced out XZ, but That is just level 1 Ancient Seal. Here comes the Ember, though. 5,400. Gonna end up dying to an Arcane Bolt behind it. They end up going 1 for 1, but I actually feel like it's a much bigger deal that they didn't let the Elder Titan get any more than he did there. He's coming up on level 5, but got next to nothing, and giving up the Lion, who, despite, yeah, he's actually the exact same level, but I feel like he can do more with less levels than the Elder Titan can.
Well, and Yao TP's up here, and now he can't do anything, so he's gonna have to find somewhere else to farm. He can maybe stick around for one wave, but that's the max he can stay, and it's freeing up space for XTT. So he's going to get some good levels, which means it's going to be way easier to take out this stack that he's made for himself with the Ancients. He could get Arcane Boots right now. I hope he buys them before he dies for his sake, because here comes the rotation of LGD. Yeah, he buys them right now. He needs to book it.
He doesn't have Ravage, not even close. He will be lassoed. 5,400 is going to come up. He may rethink this. He just got silenced. XTT still alive, does end up dropping at the last second. Very nice Echo Stomp. Made sure there was no follow-up even to catch just the far out there Bat Rider. And very effective kill, though, like you said, he did get his Arc Boots before he died, so not the end of the world.
Yep, he's still doing okay, and he can go do those Ancients now. If they get stacked a 4th time, it's going to be even better for him. But really nice silence by MMY. I've said this before, but this guy's like one of my favorite supports in China, if not in the entire world. He's just... I became a big fan of him when he was on DK, and just been a fan ever since.
They missed that last stack on the Angels, unfortunately. It gets a little complicated when it gets that crowded. And Lai, gonna make sure they're Lycan gets a rune for his bottle. XTT getting to 6 has got to be their next big priority. Because, you know, Sylar's fallen back. He's sufficiently leveled, level 7. He max Mirror Image, and Riptide doesn't have a single point into its snare yet. So this is pure farming build Naga. You know, not that it's a big departure from the norm, but... she's now on the, you know, it's like we always talk about. You're on the clock, man. And when Naga can start going back and supports can do nothing but stack for her, it's just a race to the Radiance. And you got to make sure this is that window you were talking about during the draft. You know, just run at towers, get your items, and go.
I know, call me crazy, and I would love to, like, get insight from Arteezy, the Naga god himself, but I just still feel like 1 point of ensnare is a very big value point. Not to mention a value point in the Song of the Siren, come on.
Oh,
anyway,
Hex.
action on MY.
And the Earth Spike, there's an Echo Stomp. It's actually off the mark. Here comes XTT. They may get Faith. However, here comes the Ember, looking to do a bit of return damage. XTD still under his ult. About a quarter time left on. Looks like they're just going to clear out. Ty did get in range there for XP, but they got a little help. XZ going to make a surprise appearance. Can they catch him? They do. They get Faith from behind. He's dead to an Anchor Smash. Yao, you gonna re-engage? Might not be the best call. There's a whole lot of heroes here, and you don't got many. Bat caught on the outside of the periphery, and he's gonna die for free. Got a little too close. They take a bit of burn damage. MMY's here. They may want to engage. We're gonna see XZ, yeah, just silenced and killed. Kind of curious why they didn't immediately just walk over. They burned a lot. They walked back this way. If they had just gone like this and retreated.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
More than fine, too. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Like, they had the wolves right there to scout as well, but he's not microing them, unfortunately. They're just kind of sitting here, but... huh, okay. I can...
Never refuse gold given.
Okay. Okay, I'll go open up the stream, so there might be a little bit of downtime. I'll check on that. But anyway, yeah, kind of interesting little maneuver right there by XE. He does pay the price, but he's farming very, very well. And so is Sylar. Like, he does have this interesting build. Now finally has a point into the Song of the Siren. But there's a Roshan attempt, actually, by Lai Gaming with the medallion on Lycan and Treads. So I think they smoked in here. Even if they didn't, there's absolutely no vision in this side of the map for LGD. So this is going to be a free Roshan here for Lai Gaming. And that's also going to be level 6.5, maybe 7 on the Lion. So he's going to have that Finger of Death to work with, which will be really, really good for him. I see the stream now, but I imagine if it did go down, it would be like 2 minutes or something.
Roshan
okay.
has fallen to the deity. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sure. Well, there's actually a pause and then Yeah, they're actually pausing themselves as someone on their team DC'd, so it actually works out nicely. Oh, it let him back in immediately. It's not letting you back in at all? Huh. Nice. Did the loadings, the text loading on the bottom right disappear? Because if it ever disappears, that means you're gonna connect.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, MMY gets a free one up top.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Just owning the Storm Spirit with this Ancient Seal and Mystic Flare
Dire's
combination.
bottom tower is under attack.
They keep pausing and resuming once he DCs. Is he still here, or is there a bug?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Should we pause? Oh no. Did you pause it? You have the ability to. Interesting. Well, it's... Oh, yeah. Oh, of course it's the last series, too. It wasn't the first. Oh, I didn't know. I think it was fine. Yeah. Okay, good. Almost a mech on Tide, the Chinese way, tried and true.
Radiant's
And
top tower is under attack.
yeah, they really
Dire's
hate that
bottom
blink on
tower
Tide.
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Doesn't he have Aegis, I think? Yeah, he still has Aegis, so at the very least, maybe buy some time for the team to TP in. But if LGD initiate this, they probably want to kill him and make sure they just back off immediately. Unless it's clear that no one else is coming to help him, or if he pops his ulti in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. Yep, I think, let's see. Yeah, I think the Firefly was maybe... Actually, I don't know if you cast it. I don't think you did, so never mind. But, yeah, Lai Gaming, they'll probably just wait till Mech at the very least to really start pressing, you know, tier 2 towers and whatnot. He's got that in about 400 gold, and he still hasn't taken his stack, so if he gets Mech and takes his stack, that'll be like the next jump starting of his farm to really get to that Blink Dagger. But Naga's farming very, very well now, so she didn't get ganked in this short amount of time. Now has a relic at 14 minutes, so very good timing for her.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Behold my searing gaze.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I imagine Sylar will play this very well and know what to do, and he's a accomplished carry player. So Tide has the blink, or not blink. Of course he doesn't have the blink. He has the mech, and haven't still seen him do this stack yet, which should be very good for him. But yeah, they're really starting to pressure now. Aegis does get reclaimed, 4 minutes on that for the next one. And yeah, he's also doing a lot of split pushing, which is good for him because his farm is actually neck and neck with the Storm, pretty close. And the same thing as last time. MMY and Inch'Allah are sitting behind him, trying to bait him out. Here's the Lycan. Will they bite? They can blow him up if they know that Aegis isn't there. They're gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna go.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You and I.
Zap.
Yep. Unfortunately, he didn't have MMY didn't have the ulti to cast there. Otherwise, it was a for sure kill. But it's hard to say because if they just kept going, I didn't actually think at that time, it was like 12 minutes, I believe, that they were fully strong enough yet to just keep going. Like, Elder Titan's really, really good even at low levels to just spam things out and make it more difficult for them. And if they keep wasting their time getting a push and really be relentless about it, even if they do get it, I think too much time would have passed to where they wouldn't have got enough out of it, and you would have had a Radiance at the same time as Naga, except they wouldn't be farming as fast. So I think it was still a good decision, but we'll have to wait and see how Storm can really come online, because this is when she really starts. And I just called Storm a girl again. I do this all the time. Why do I do this? I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Like every character or just carries? I don't even know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
No whining now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Out of your depth!
Dire's bottom tower is
Whoa.
under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I still wouldn't have bought back if I'm him, but it was very, very helpful, obviously. They missed the stomp for Elder Titan and timing with the Naga Sleep. He also doesn't have Earth Splitter as well, which is very interesting. I know he's level 9, and he'll probably get a level 10, but that's like the tried and true old combo, the Earth Splitter with the Naga Siren Sleep. So I think they could have coordinated the sleep
Dire's middle tower
just a
is
little bit
under
better
attack.
and more accurately with other spells to keep him in place, but Even the net himself came out very late. I know net has a very long cast range, or cast time though. It's like really, really bad, but yeah, I guess the buyback does work out for them in the end. Oh, super dead.
Behold my searing chains.
Oh, she is. Yeah, she's a very good answer to Lycan. I would say the Storm Spirit is actually a pretty good answer to Naga, though, if Storm gets really big, and it's actually really surprising how well the Storm is farmed. That solo kill up onto Ember was really what jump-started his farm. He is 3-2, so he's actually died twice as well. I mean, Silas died once too, but he's a freaking Naga Siren, so... if this Storm gets massive, he can contest very nicely by putting pressure onto Naga, so long that he finds the correct one.
I end your life. That's something good, maybe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I love it. He's actually, and I've never seen this before personally, maybe you have, but he's maxing Concussive Shot fully. So normally you see it's like 4-1-4, you just have that value 30% slow in the Concussive Shot, but it actually doesn't scale too badly now that I look at it, because they did nerf the first level of it. The slow was more, it was 40% at level 1, but now it scales 5% each level, so 45%. The cooldown is greatly decreased. Oh, that's fine.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's perfectly fine. I wasn't even looking because I was looking at the skill, but yeah, I just think the Concussive Shot maxing it, it's actually not that bad, and the damage isn't too bad either. But nice kill there, transfer it into a Roshan, it's certainly what they need, and they're saving the Aegis actually for the Storm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's dead.
Leave my pit beside a fire.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
They're just getting kind of tricked by these supports here. Well, I should say MMY support and offlaner. They're doing a really, really good job about hanging around the Naga. Like normally you just let the Naga do your thing, and like you go for protect one, and the other 4 try to make space for the Naga. But they're sitting around him, and they're kind of baiting him in a sense, and it's working every time.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do you remember when you were in like 2nd grade? Did you ever have like buddies that were like in 5th or 6th grade and you just thought they looked like adults? Like you thought they looked like 26-year-old people?
Haste!
Invisibility!
Well, XZ down here bottom, Invis. Gonna go for a Lincoln Sphere this game too. Oh, he's showing himself now. Where's the bat? There's the bat. Oh, wow! That's a total LD wow moment. But that was actually really legit. Yeah. He must have seen him with the remnant down. That gives you the flying vision. And he just bolted out of there. Michael Bolton, we'll call him.
Is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yep. And this is what they're doing all the time. They're fighting around him, and this is uncharacteristic of what you do when you have a Naga. But it's working because the other team is not expecting it. The smoke will not be revealed by the whoa. He suspects. Wow!
Shall howl my dirge to me.
Light.
That lasso was like a very tremendous range. Still stuck it to him. Manta, as he said, comes out at about the 27-minute mark, which is very, very good for Sylar. And yeah, I'm definitely worried for Lai Gaming. This is just a Naga Siren game, and it's just inevitability is all that you have to wait for. So we'll see how much more farm he can pile up here safely, and how much space he can be given with the other 4 heroes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double.
Or you mean Lincoln's? For well, BKB you can still get lassoed, so I think Lincoln's is fine. Yeah, he's just basically scared about the lasso, and he can also place the Lincolns onto like the Lycan if he wants to, but it's kind of a necessary item that you have to get. You want to get BKB, of course, but he'll probably have to get that next.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here I am.
I pull you to the bottom.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I go.
Yeah, that was so close for the kill on the Lycan. If you were watching, Silo was sending in the last bit of illusions. The Radiance Burn was ticking him down. He had 30 HP before he lived, but Storm zipped in and used his Remnant to kill off the illusions before they could get the last tick of burn damage. It was a really nice play. Very, very close. An exchange of gems is what I thought happened, but there's just a gem on both sides, actually, so both teams have a gem now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and she will probably go for a heart, which is the most standard and safe build right now. I would like to, though, definitely see a defusal quicker than normal on Naga this game. I think defusal's really going to hurt the mana burn. Like, the mana burn's going to do very good things against the Storm Spirit, against the Tide Hunter, and just everybody. So, I will say this line is also effective against the Naga too, by being able to get rid of 2 illusions at once with the Mana Drain and the Hex. And Mana Drain has a very low cooldown. It's only 5 seconds. So.
Regeneration.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Naga's fantastic for many reasons against the Lycan. And you know, going back to the drafting stage, I was wondering why they actually banned out Pugna on the side of LGD. And I was thinking, oh, because they had the thought that they wanted to pick the Skywrath, and Pugna's really good Skywrath. Well, that might have been the case. He has a blink, by the way. But it's a really good ban since they had the Naga, because if they did go Pugna, if you get the Aghanim Scepter, just like pew 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 pew, you just one-shot the illusions in just one go. It's so useful, man. It's actually really, really legit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Over here now.
Me out. By my horns. You'll not live to see it. Over here.
Yep, that was kind of an awkward splitter, but still tons of space and time for the Naga to get her next item, which is going to be a heart. Has it finished? Ooh, this is going to be cheese, though. Yeah, this is the third Roshan. And they're taking it very, very fast. I don't think that Naga's going to get too much damage onto this, although it did pop all of her illusions. So that's going to go... Someone canceled the TP, though. No, it's actually... The TPs were canceled by the Ember Spirit, so that's going to be good damage. Or not Ember, but...
Unrequited. Told you a storm was
Dire's
coming.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's really good. That was so close on the sleep to save the Skywrath, but the last Remnant... He was asleep, actually, but the Remnant was already down. and it did tick MMY down, which was a wicked 6 streak, I believe. Unstoppable. So nice hefty bounty there for the Storm, who was already very, very rich on the side of Lai Gaming. This is it. They're not going to get a better chance than right now. They really aren't. They... Yeah, it's a hard call to make because they were taking harassment and they have very, very good creep clear. Like, look at Ember and Elder. Like, how do you really... It's so hard to push into that. You slap on some Naga illusions if you really need them. She's splitting the map, actually taking bottom tower, putting a lot of damage on XTT. They probably need an urn on the side of Lai Gaming as well, like, just to be able to sustain, but nobody has one just yet.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, the scary thing is I'm without Lycan going full force with his ulti up and the Necro 3s and Wolves. I actually don't even know they can kill Sylar with the good initiation from the Storm. I actually don't know if they can. Even if he gets Orchids, he can still Manta and sleep out. So he's very tanky and hard to bring down. That's the scary thing, is because, like, yeah, your Storm's very, very fed and actually can contest with a Naga with enough farm, but I don't know if there's enough damage, to be frank. I mean, Lycan can still do a ton of damage if he has everything out and ready to go. That's what I mean. Like, if he pops his Necro 3, he just popped it right now for some reason. I don't know why. That seems kind of like a waste to me. But if he pops his Necro 3, his Wolves, and his Howl, and his ulti, and a BK, like, he does a lot of damage. But he has to have all those things up. If he doesn't, he's just kind of pitiful with damage. He needs an AC as well. What the?
Here I am. Over here now.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh no.
Here I am.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Blow the man down!
Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
I'm over here!
Yeah, and at this point, just because... Oh, he actually already had the defusal. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he forgoes the defusal and gets butter, but he already has it. So, yeah. Yep, you can sell that, get the Eagle song. Yep. Yep, standard stuff. Dagon is being upgraded now by the Skywrath, which is fine and dandy. But yeah, this is just, as you mentioned, we've seen this so many times before. And it was cool to actually see, though, like a different hero being picked against the Naga, like the Storm. Like, we haven't seen Storm too much. The only time we saw it, I believe, recently in D2L was picked with Naga, or sorry, was picked with the Nakes. And it was extremely effective, by the way. Extremely effective.
Stupendous!
I think Nakes in the Storm is very, very good. I mean, we saw it did absolute work. But anyway, these illusions taking actually decent damage from the macro fire. That's kind of interesting. Maybe an Aghanim Scepter for super? We'll see. Yeah, it's really long. Well, if you just hover over what Jakiro's is, it's double that. Because it's 900 right now, and so it's 1800. Yep. That would make sense. Mathematician RT. Yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I'm over here! Which one of you wants to drink me?
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle tower
Yep.
is under
That
attack.
first initial
Dire's
BKB
middle
usage by WoW
barracks
was
has
extremely
fallen.
impressive. And that really, I mean, I can't say it saved the team fight for them because they were up so much anyway, but it really solidified it. It was a fantastic trigger finger. He's going to go on in July. Oh my god.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I imagine the Elder Titan Spirit was there because he blew the F up. Yeah, Elder Titan's doing a lot in these fights too.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. LGD. The Radiant now have Mega League.